So he's here from Wyre headquarters.
Yeah, it's not
so
started.
Tim's just going to say a few words to us all, and over to you, Tim.
Hello, Wyre District. Nice to meet you all. First thing off is, I understand there's a few people who are joining in who aren't yet in Scouts, and I hope this makes you have a fantastic time and you think, I'm going to join. So see what you think by the end of the weekend. It really is a great fun to be a Scout, whether you're a Beaver Scout or a Cub Scout, a Scout or an Explorer Scout, network member from the Active Support Unit, wherever you are. It's really great fun being a Scout. You can do all sorts of great things. You can make new friends. You can meet people from all over the world who are also Scouts. Right now, there are 54 million people in the world who are Scouts, and you're part of that great big family. Lots of people learn brilliant things from being in Scouts. I've met some Olympic medalists, kayakers, who learned first about kayaking from Scouts. They didn't even know that they could be Olympic medalists. They found it in Scouts and suddenly realized they were good at it, and they became absolutely fantastic. So that's really good. Bear Grylls says that Scouts made him the man he is. And Dwayne Fields, who's one of our ambassadors, a polar explorer, the first Black Briton ever to go to the North Pole, was originally a victim of knife crime in London and has now become a Scout and has learnt so much from that he's been able to become a great polar explorer. So that's brilliant, isn't it? And this is all about all of us, ordinary people, doing extraordinary things. In the UK, there's 480,000 young people just like you joining in, and there's 160,000 adults who help that happen. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? And being the 1st of August, it is 113 years to the day that the first ever experimental Scout camp was held on Brownsea Island in the south of England. That's the first time it was ever done. So you have 113 years birthday to celebrate today as well. So this weekend, embrace the fun. If you're sleeping outside, if you're making a den underneath your dining room table, or maybe you're sleeping in the bath, I don't know, up to you. Do something that's fun and exciting. And if you are sleeping out tonight, remember it is mandatory to have a midnight feast. What would a camp be without a midnight feast? But don't tell anybody. Thank you to everybody who's made this all happen, because it's a lot of work. So thank you. And also to all the volunteers, all the adult leaders and executive members and helpers and young leaders and so on that are around the whole of your district making Scouting happen. So brilliant. Now, I was asked if I had a favourite spy. And I was a bit unsure about this, because there are lots of really good spy stories around, isn't there? But a very wise friend of mine gave me a suggestion, which I thought was really, really great. And that is Inspector Gadget. You might remember Inspector Gadget. It's been in some films and on some cartoons. And even if you don't have extraordinary powers and you can't do magical things, but you've got some tools you're given to help you do things, and you learn some skills along the way, then you can do fantastic things. So you can do extraordinary things by being an ordinary person, and that's really important. One thing I'd like you to do is to think about the future. It's been a bit unusual, hasn't it, the last few months? Things haven't been quite how they normally are, and that's okay. And we shouldn't keep looking back to the past and thinking, oh, I wish it was like that. We should look to the future with excitement, because there's some brilliant things. This camp, for example, wouldn't happen in this way if we weren't able to use digital technology and do these new things. And I've been in meetings where I've met Scouts from all over the world because they can join in digitally. And I think there's some brilliant stuff coming up. And you will have some fantastic things this weekend. So always look to the future. We're Scouts. We invent things. We're very clever at doing unusual things. We make stuff happen, and that's what it's all about. So grab the opportunity this weekend and enjoy what you're going to do. And of course, keep your midnight feast secret. Remember that, right? So now it's time to ask your county commissioner, the delightful and astounding Craig Dewar-Willox, to introduce the next bit from he's on his way to his holiday. So he's in his car on his way to his holiday cottage. So Craig, over to you.
Hello everybody, I'm Craig, I'm the County Commissioner. I am really excited to be here virtually this morning from my spy car on the way to a mystery location. First of all, I want to echo what Tim said and wish everybody a very happy birthday. 113 years of our incredible organisation, which is all about bringing people together to learn new skills, make new friends and have lots and lots of fun. And that is so important today, as important as it ever has been in our history. We've had a weird few months, but what has been amazing is that we found new ways to carry on scouting. We found new ways to come together and share skills and make new friends and make new memories. And this event is one of those ways. And whilst we might miss seeing people face to face, I've got to say it's raining where I am. So I'm grateful that I'm stood speaking to you, or I'm speaking to you from my car today and not from perhaps a muddy field at Waddicker. However, I just want to say a huge thanks to your leaders and all our adult volunteers who've kept scouting going through these unusual times, making sure that you've got the opportunity to stay in touch with your friends. And I know they're working really hard now to plan coming back together face to face to take part in scouting activities. And it might be different, but we are going to do some wonderful things going forward. And I'm really excited about the next year, about how we can use technology to make scouting even better, and how we can use the great outdoors to come together and do wonderful activities outside with all your leaders and all your friends. Now, it could be that you've joined this call today and this is your first scouting activity. That's great. Scouting is all about giving people a better start in life. Lots of skills, lots of opportunities, opportunity to go camping, travel the world, work in teams, developing leadership skills. Lots of that lies ahead, and that's going to help you get a better start in life as well. So stick with scouting, tell your friends how great it is, have a brilliant weekend. And I just want to say a huge thanks to everyone in Wyre that makes Wyre such a great place to be a scout. Keep it up. Thanks for all you're doing, and I shall see you all soon. Have a great weekend. Oh, I was asked to share what my spy car was. So before I go, I'm torn. My favourite spy car would either be a Lamborghini Gallardo, or if I wanted to go in disguise, I'd possibly go for like a Skoda Octavia, because nobody would predict that that would be a spy car. So have a great weekend, and I shall see you all soon.
Thank you, Tim and Craig, for joining us and being part of this virtual camp.